guys, today is September 4th, 2015, and once again, it is time to talk about what you're talking about. The nation's highest mountain peak, which is located in Alaska, used to be called Mount McKinley, but President Obama just restored its original name back to Mount Denali. This is the name that the Native Americans in that area originally called it until 1917, when some gold prospector said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we just named it after our president, President McKinley? Cultural imperialism at its finest. Now, Donald Trump is very upset about it no longer being called Mount McKinley and said in a tweet that it is a great insult to Ohio, and if he becomes president, he will change it back. Now, I'm not quite sure what Ohio has to do with Mount Denali in Alaska, but just in case I was missing something here, I thought I would just ask some Ohioans if they were indeed insulted by it.
As an Ohioan, I want to talk about education.
What really offends me is Donald Trump.
I want to talk about fracking.
And his hair.
No.
And I want to talk about a billion other things that have nothing to do with a mountain in a state where we don't even live.
And his face, and everything that comes out of his hair and his face.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar penned a piece in the Washington Post recently comparing Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump with regard to how they handle themselves under pressure. Kareem also pointed out Trump's tendency to become a bully when journalists ask him hard questions, hurling insults left and right. Trump responded with this. Dear Kareem, now I know why the press always treated you so badly. They couldn't stand you. The fact is that you don't have a clue about life and what has to be done to make America great again. Best wishes, Donald Trump. Which basically translates to, Dear Kareem, correct. Meet me by the bike racks after school, Kareem, or else. Okay, let's talk about Kermit the Frog and his new girlfriend because the internet has feelings about it. Her name is Denise, she is a pig, and an ABC marketing executive. We finally got a glimpse of them together, just 1 month after Kermit publicly announced his split from Miss Piggy. Twitter is in an uproar with tweets of Team Piggy and what's good, Denise? Some say it's like Brad and Jen all over again. People are invested. I personally want to give Denise a shot. Miss Piggy has clearly moved on with Liam Hemsworth, and I think Denise might be Asian. I am all for seeing another Asian female on network TV, as long as she is not fetishized or it's revealed that she is some evil secret ninja or they just ask her math questions all the time, and I'm good. Miss Piggy was always a little too Barbie for me anyway. People are talking about Mars. For a lot of us, the pictures that are coming back from the rover Curiosity they're cool. They look like rocks, lots and lots of rocks. But there is a small fraction of the internet that is just combing through these images, and you guys, they believe that they are finding signs of alien life, like alien lizards or a crashed UFO. Now, chances are that these are just rock formations and not indeed signs of alien life, so just stop being ridiculous, internet. There's already a lot of ridiculousness out there. Elizabeth Hasselbeck, the co-host from Fox and Friends, is under fire for posing this question on air. Why has the Black Lives Matter movement not been classified as a hate group? The Black Lives Matter movement does not advocate for violence, they advocate for equal treatment. Now, the movement itself is not responsible for individuals who may or may not become violent as they fight for their very existence in this country. Violence is certainly not the answer, but it is also not the movement's fault. It's probably racism's fault. Get out of here! People are talking about Captain Phasma, a new character in the Star Wars movie played by the fantastic Gwendolyn Christie. It seems, though, that some fans already have opinions about how she looks, especially in her armor. One commenter said, not to be sexist, but it's really hard to tell that that is female armor for me. The Star Wars Facebook page replied awesomely with, it's armor on a woman. She doesn't have to look feminine. Because it's not female armor, it's just armor. It is not designed to accentuate your curves, it is designed to keep you not dead. Also, I just want to say here that if you were going to start a sentence with, not to be sexist, but, then you should just shh. The but means shh. Not to be racist, but shh. Not to be insensitive, but shh, shh, shh. Kim Davis, the county clerk in Kentucky who won't issue same-sex marriage licenses, has been jailed for not following court orders. A lot of people are happy about this. A lot of other people are also not happy about this, saying that it is not right to jail her for practicing her religious beliefs. Hold up, hold up, stop, wait, hold the phone. Yeah, I'm just gonna quote Rachel Held Evans here. No one's being jailed for practicing her religion. Someone's being jailed for using the government to force others to practice her religion. Mike, drop. The Syrian migration crisis is huge, with an estimated 4 million Syrians fleeing their country. Everyone's heart was basically ripped out this week as photos surfaced of drowned bodies washing up on the Turkish shore. More specifically, the body of a 3-year-old boy. The boy's name was Aylin Kurdi. He was part of a group of 23 that were trying to make it to the Greek island of Kos. His 5-year-old brother also drowned, along with his mother and many others that were in the boat. I am not going to show any pictures of dead bodies here. Many people in my social media stream are shocked and disgusted that these photos of dead people are being shared so widely. I personally came across a picture of Aylin's dead body in my Twitter stream with no article, no warning, nothing. The person had saved the image and then just uploaded it as their tweet content. I find it distressing, I find it triggering, I find it unnecessary, and I find it disrespectful to the life that was. However, there are people in my social media stream who are widely sharing the image, but for them, the disturbance that the photo causes is the exact reason that they are sharing it. They call it a wake-up call and say it's shocking people into action. Now, I don't know, perhaps that's true. The US certainly has not taken any significant action yet, and we'll see if that changes. Germany is opening itself as much as it possibly can. I read that this week, every single day, upwards of 5,000 Syrian refugees were crossing the sea into Greece. Now, this human migration in Europe is certainly unprecedented, but it is not a fresh crisis. Why weren't we all paying attention last year, last month? I suppose as much as I'm moved to help, I'm also wondering, I'm left wondering what has happened. What has happened to us as a society that we need to be shocked into our humanity by close-up photos of tiny little dead bodies? I am going to link to 3 separate organizations below in case you do feel moved to help in some way. Be good to each other. That's it for this week. That's it. A lot of it is actually news, and this week it is also what you're talking about. Bye.